May is the 2002 horror film released by Lionsgate. It is directed by Lucky McKee. It is actually just a very interesting fusion. We do have horror elements, but we also do have a lot of very human elements, which bring into the story how sad, how lonely, maybe how unrewarding May's life may be. So the film does star Angela Bettis. We also have Jeremy Sisto and Anna Faris. Angela Bettis, of course, has worked with Lucky McKee on a variety of occasions. She has starred in the majority of his films, with the exception of The Woods, in which she provided the narration or voiceover work. In 2006, their roles reversed slightly. Angela Bettis directed Lucky McKee in her film debut. The film itself was actually based on one of Lucky's scripts. Angela Faris also does star in the film. She gradually did gain somewhat of a recognition. Unfortunately, I still remember her as the lady from the Scary Movie franchise. So it is one of those ending to beginning ending type stories. In other words, the first sequence that the audience sees is actually the end of the film. It doesn't make any sense until way later. May as a child had difficulty making friends due to a lazy eye. Some children just didn't warm up to her as well. She eventually was given a porcelain doll for her birthday. It's a doll that her mother had made back when she was younger. So this doll is basically the only friend that May has ever known. May does work as a veterinarian assistant, so she does put in some work. She does take care of the animals. She does work along with Anna Faris's character. She does develop an attraction to Jeremy Sisto's characters, who is Adam Stubbs in the film, believed to her to have the most perfect hands that she has ever seen. May does begin to date the young man. He basically just sort of rejects her and refuses to continue dating her after an incident in which she bites his lip. So in order to combat loneliness, I guess she takes up with Anna Faris's character, Polly, who in the film does play a lesbian. So they do have just a brief moment that they do spend together, and she is once again just sent off. Eventually, May does begin working at a school for the blind. She one day gets the bright idea to take her porcelain doll to show to the children. Obviously, there is an incident in which the doll is broken and all of the children basically have their hands cut. It's somewhat of an odd, very dark, humorous type scene. It's definitely very warped, but this is what sets off the catalyst for May deciding that there are no perfect people, just perfect parts. So she then sets off to create a replacement doll using these said parts which she believes are perfect. Eventually she does realize that the Frankenstein-esque doll that she has created cannot see her as it has no eyes, so she does find a pair of eyes for the doll. I think it's a very unique story. It's not a traditional horror story in the sense that we have some mad woman running about killing people, but rather it has very human undertones as well. Obviously, May's a very sad, lonely, neglected type of person. She's never fully received love, supposedly from her parents or outside sources as far as companions or relationships. So it is quite understandable that in her state of mind she is very isolated, she's lonely. She wants to feel some form of closeness, which is basically what does drive her to do these things. It does have some very detailed black comedy moments, but all in all, I see it more of a tragic tale about a girl who could not be accepted. It's definitely a very sad story. It's wonderful storytelling, and it's definitely worth taking a look. And I will talk to you later.